Wow, you missed some spectacular music. Just over the top, wonderful, heart-filling, inspiring music. Just a great day for music. You missed the kids telling the story of Esther, and it was it was informative and engaging and fantastic. I wish you'd seen it because I know that being part of it is something I will remember and cherish for a very long time. It's fabulous. You missed Megan Williams receiving an award for her work as a volunteer. As a youth, we sometimes overlook the volunteer work that our youth do, as if somehow they're required to do volunteer work. We expect them to. And yet Megan has gone above and beyond expectation. And the Toronto United Church Council took a moment to recognize that today with the Bailey Award. She was nominated by Greg Daly for this award, and it was an easy decision. So Toronto United Church Council came there today to recognize Megan, and that was fabulous. And so you missed that today. The gospel that you missed is one that we often like to miss. It was Jesus reminding us not only that we're salty, that's kind of neat, but also telling us that if our hands cause us to stumble, if our feet cause us to stumble, if our eyes cause us to stumble, we should get rid of them. Cut off the hand, cut off the foot, take out the eye. Better, Jesus said, to have one eye, one foot, one hand, to be broken that way than to be whole and find ourselves in hell. Tough language, not the kind of stuff we like to hear, not the stuff we really enjoy. In fact, very often we cringe and go, "Oh God, that's not us. That's not our church. That's not Jesus. That's old-fashioned, medieval, Game of Thrones, violent. No, we don't like that." But I thought we should talk about it today. So we did. And I talked about those moments that some of us have experienced when there is a job, a relationship, something in life that we won't give up on. Even though it sucks the life out of us, even though it drains us, even though it hurts us every day, we continue to engage. We stay in relationships, we stay at jobs, we keep doing things even though we know we should leave, even though we're dying to go, even though it's killing us. We stay because we don't want to be quitters. We don't want to be one of those people. We don't want to be divorced or unemployed or a quitter. We want to live up to our potential. Jesus told us that we're salt. We're the salt of the earth, and we want to keep being salty. We don't want to be divorced salt or damaged salt or lesser salt. And yet, when we quit a job that is eating us up, when we end a relationship that has not provided nurture or joy in years, when we break off from those things that hurt us, the addictions, the pain, we discover a freedom, and we recognize that, oh my God, it is better to have left that relationship behind. It is better to have left that job behind, even though it felt like a part of us, like it felt like an arm, a leg, a heart. It's better to leave that behind and discover that we are still salt. We are still lovable and able to love. There is still life for us. God has not gone, and we are not quitters after all. That's the great thing about salt, as I reminded folks today. Salt is always salt. It cannot, no matter what Jesus says, salt can't lose its flavor. It's always salty. 1,000-year-old salt, 100-year-old salt, 10-day-old salt, in granulated form or in a big rock, it's always salt. And so are we. We are always salt. We are always able to change the world. We are always loved by God. We are always of value. And so knowing that, sometimes we can have the courage to cut ourselves off from those things that limit us, that hurt us, that slowly eat us away. So that was the message today. That was the gospel, that we can have a new start, that we will always be salty, that we will always be loved. And I'm sorry you missed that message today, but maybe you're prepared to believe it even without the worship today. One way or the other, I really hope we get to see you soon, maybe even next week. God bless.